Hey guys, in today's video I'm doing a really exciting Ulta haul for you. Two quick things. The lighting in here is really weird because it's nighttime. It's like 8 or something and I'm in my living room right now. This is my couch. I'm sitting on the floor and I have like a studio light behind my camera set up because I just really wanted to film this Ulta haul so I can actually like dive in and play with the makeup. And then second thing, I'm sick, hence the weird voice. Okay, so I placed a very large Ulta order and it arrived yesterday and I'm very, very excited to play with all the things I got. I did, however, I couldn't help myself. I really, truly could not help myself. I dug in and I used one thing. So I'll talk about that first. It's what is on my eyes right now. Oh, let me put this box down. It is the new to Ulta Morphe 9A palette, the Always Golden palette. It is what is on my eyeballs right now. The packaging of this is super nice. It's like hard plastic and it has, you know, the little clasp thingy majigger, and it has a mirror, and then it has the 9 shades, which are very, you know, like I felt like this was a very good like everyday kind of perfect for traveling neutrals palette because it has a lot of really warm browns, it has a couple of shimmers, it has a black. The only shade that, I mean, I used pretty much all, like I used everything in this palette except for these 2 shades right here. The only thing that I was missing is like a cream shade because I like to use like a cream kind of like bone white to highlight my brow bone, but I mean, other than that, I got no complaints. This was really good. Right, also from Morphe, I decided to pick up the sponge that pretty much any Morphe pusher on YouTube uses. So it is the Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge. So it feels, you know, rather squishy. It feels like almost the exact same as the Real Techniques one, but I've heard from everybody who uses Morphe on the YouTubes and has a code, they all use this sponge and say that it's really good. So I'm excited to use it tomorrow. The only thing I have heard is that it will like bleed red. So hopefully it doesn't like get red on my face. That would not be good. I am going in no particular order, by the way. I'm just pulling stuff out of the box. I picked up a little baby MAC lipstick. I've never owned anything from MAC before, ever in my whole life. And now I do. They had these little baby lipsticks for 10 bucks. And I just figured, you know, might as well give it a try. That way I can at least test the formula and see if I like it. And plus, like, could you die? Like, look how cute and little this thing is. Oh, it's so cute. It's in the shade, excuse me, Velvet Teddy, which is a really popular kind of like everyday, you know, mauve-y sort of shade, which, you know, I have like 1,000 of, but I can always use more. So I'm very excited. I don't know why I sniffed it. I'm very excited to use this. I think this will be a really beautiful shade just to have and kind of like throw on everyday type of deal. So, and yay, hooray for my first MAC product ever. It only took me a bajillion years. Next up, I have this dry shampoo. It is the Ren Pure Solutions Coconut and Argan Oil Dry Shampoo. I'm in a dry shampoo kind of kick right now. Even though I'm growing out the bangs, I'm just feeling the dry shampoo. And so I'm curious if this is gonna like smell like coconut. Okay, yeah, it does kind of smell a little coconutty. So I'm excited to see how this works as a dry shampoo because they are not created equal. They definitely, some are way better than others. So I'm excited to try this. And it says that it's safe for color treated hair, 0 sulfates, sodium chloride, dyes, harsh salts, parabens, or gluten. Next up, I have this Makeup Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Base. So I feel like this may be kind of similar to like the Smashbox Primer Water, maybe? does not smell good. That smells very like chemical-y. Maybe I need to shake it out. That kind of smells like cleaning solution. Like something that you would clean like your kitchen counter with. Nope, shaking it did not help. Ooh. Next up, I have a new bronzer. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer. Natural looking finish in the shade Warm. So there it is right there. Hopefully the light isn't like washing it out too much, but it looks like a pretty decent bronzer. Doesn't have smell. Wow, that like barely shows up on my skin. But you know, like I feel like when you put powders on your hand, like it's not as noticeable as when you put powders on your face. You know what I mean? Oh, did I just wipe bronzer all over my nose? Note to self, don't rub your nose with the finger that you just swatched bronzer with. Duh. Alright, I picked up another hair care product. This is the Hask. It says Hask up there, so I don't know if that's a brand or not. Keratin Protein Advanced Drying Technology. This is a flash blow dry spray. Since I have these like extra long locks, it takes a really long time to blow dry my hair. Usually I will get out of the shower, towel dry it, and then I'll let it like almost dry by itself, and then I'll go in and blow dry it, just because I cannot be bothered to blow dry my hair from start to finish. It takes way too long. So it's one of the things where it kind of is like the separate with the oil and the whatever, so you have to shake it up. I just want to see what it smells like. Ooh, that has a pleasant smell. It's like fresh and fruity. This is also a heat protectant, so I'm excited to try this out. Tomorrow, the plan is to ombre my hair. So the next time you see me after, well, I already have a video that's going up after this one, but after that video, my hair should be different. Follow me on Instagram to see how it turns out. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like caca. Okay, I also picked up this Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Cream in the shade Courageous. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. Okay. My stuffy nose just got like 100 times worse. I'm sorry. I also picked up this Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Cream in the shade Courageous. On the Ulta website, it is described as like a mid-tone, like warm brown, which is like really similar to what I have on my lips right now. This is Kat Von D's, it's not called Wrath, but it's called something like that. I'll link it, or I'll like list it down below. I've heard that the Ulta matte lip creams are good though, so I'm curious. Ooh, the doe foot applicator is pretty interesting. It's like on a slant, and it's really long. No scent, so that's good. Ooh, really pigmented. So it's much darker than the Velvet Teddy, but it's a nice, it is definitely like a, it's like a rosy brown, I would say. I probably don't pull off brown lips very well, but I just am kind of drawn to brownish, like brownie lips right now. I just think that they're really pretty. Next, I picked up a concealer, which I'm afraid I might have to return or exchange. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I've had this concealer before, but it was back when my skin was really oily, and now my skin is very dry. So I'm kind of giving old products a second chance. Like products that I didn't like when I was oily, it's like, hey, I might like it better now that I'm really dry. So I remember I did not like this concealer when I was really oily. How many times can I repeat myself? I was oily, now I'm dry. Okay. So the reason I might return it is just because the tube looks hella dark. And this is in the shade Light Ivory, which is one shade below the shade that I had before. So I don't know if you can really tell. It doesn't really show true to color, but it's super orange. Like, I feel like this is more of like a color corrector than a under eye concealer. So I don't know. I picked up a couple of J-Cat glosses. I've never tried their lip glosses before, and these are definitely way different than how they looked on the website, so I'm interested to see how they look on the skin. This is, what are you called? Eternal Shine Lip Glaze. I basically got almost the exact same color, except one is like a matte lip gloss and one is a, like one with the sheen. So the more matte one is called Odyssey and the sheeny one is called Fandango. Kind of like a chemically smell. And it's kind of like 90s frosty. So I'll have to try it out on the lips to see. Ooh, and this one's, yeah, they definitely looked way different online. So this one is Odyssey and then this one is Fandango. So I'm gonna have to test it out on the lips to see how it looks, but they're definitely not shades that I would typically wear just because I don't really wear like the Barbie pink kind of lips. I don't know. Okay, so I lied. I did try two things. When I was going through the box last night, I just tested this out. I'm sorry. This is the Skin Fix, it's what we do, Natural Lemon Mint Lip Repair Balm for soft, smooth lips. It's 40% coconut oil. It's just a really fancy lip balm. I really wanted the watermelon mint one because that sounded like super good, but I like lemon. Lemon's like definitely up there with my favorite flavors, and it's just like one of those little squeezy tube guys. I did test it out last night. It is just a nice lip balm. It's not like my Shea Moisture one where it was like gritty. If you watch that video, you know what I mean. That lip balm was disgusting. But this is nice, smooth feeling. It's just, you know, a lip balm that's like lemon mint flavor. I got another one of these Ulta Beauty Juice Infused lip oils. I'm obsessed. I have a problem. I need to be stopped. Don't stop me. So I have the jojoba and peach one, and I really, really love that one. It's currently in my purse. And so I decided to pick up a second one, if I can get the darn plastic off. Get off, you demon. Oh, yeah, it smells just like suntan lotion or like some suntan oil or whatever. So yep, I really, really like these. They have, I think, like 4 or 5 different flavors of them. They're just like really moisturizing. It's not like an oil, like it doesn't feel oily on your mouth. It just feels like a very hydrating lip gloss. It does add a lot of shine to your lips, so you can wear it as a lip gloss. And it's like really packed with like flavor. Even though you're not eating this, but you know what I mean? It's on your lips so you can like taste it a little bit. But it's really good. I really like it. I very highly recommend it. So this is the IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. I don't know if this is full size or what, but it's this like little baby one. And that is like the smallest like mascara wand I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't get this for tightline. I didn't get this for like my upper lashes to actually tightline. I thought that this would just be a really bomb lower lash mascara. That's why I got it. So, yep. Next, this is probably, besides the eyeshadow palette, the one thing that I was really, really excited about. So I'm really hoping that I'm not disappointed by this because I'm afraid it might be a little dark. So, ooh, fingers crossed. This is the Makeup Revolution Luminous Gold Liquid Highlighter. So this is just like the Cover FX Illuminizer Drops or whatever it's called. I kind of feel like everybody is kind of getting on that bandwagon right now. Like I know Wet n Wild is just about to release some, and so is L'Oreal. But I thought that this would be really cool to try and do the whole like where you put, you know, it in with your moisturizer or you mix it in with your foundation or anything like that. So I got the shade Liquid Luminous Gold. Yep. I think this was like the second lightest one. Let's see. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me make a swatch bigger so you can actually see what I'm doing. So it has a little dropper. So there it is on my hand right there. It's like liquid metal. So I'm really excited. It kind of feels like a little oily, but it's definitely just like high shine. There's no glitter. Well, at least it doesn't look like there's glitter. So I'm really curious to see how this looks mixed in with my moisturizer, or mixed in with my foundation, or on the tops of the cheekbones, or anything like that. I'm very excited to see how this works. But I don't think it's too dark. So, I mean, we'll see in the video when I actually put it on my face. And it doesn't have a scent, so that's good. Got a new foundation. I wanted to try this. It is the Ulta Double Duty Primer and Foundation. I'm always eager to try new foundations. I think foundations, like foundations and eyeshadow, I think are like my favorite things to like test out. Like I feel like I can always have, like, you can never have enough eyeshadow palettes or foundation. I don't know. So I got the shade Light Ivory because on the website it was like for complexions that are like light to medium with like a warm undertone or something like that. So oh, she's thick and she is orange. Oh my god, do you see how thick this is? Look at how thick that is. Oh my word. So there it is right there. And it's just, that is a thick foundation. And it's very orange tone, just like the concealer. I feel like this is the exact same shade as the concealer, even though it's like different brands. But yeah, that is not gonna work on my face. Sorry. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back to Ulta before I film my first impressions video. Alright, last up I got this thing from e.l.f. It is the Hydrating Under Eye Primer. I'm really excited about this one too, because I do have dry under eyes, so I'm excited to see how this... Okay, so it's kind of like this weird, like pinky, milky... Doesn't have a smell. Ooh, and it feels really hydrating and nice. Ooh, I'm excited. Alright, that wraps up this haul. I hope that you enjoyed. I got a lot of goodies that I'm really excited to play around with. So, if you stuck through this whole thing, thank you so much for watching in this like horrible lighting, as well as my like clogged up nose and stuffiness. I apologize. But if you're excited to see my first impressions video using all of this stuff, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you liked this video, if you liked me, then please subscribe. I'd love to have you. I will of course link down below all of my other social medias so you can come find me and say hello. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.